It's good to see you ready to travel the universe. All of these worlds made by others just like you. So much to explore. So much to create. The universe is waiting for you to bring it to life. The stories yet to be told, the games to be made, civilizations and societies to be formed. So, what kind of spark are you? Player, creator, or both? Oh, but whatever you choose, there's a universe of possibilities. Now, how do we begin?
Okay, that's enough with the intros. Hold on. No more intros. Good morning, LadyLexUK. How are you doing today? Let's interview you.
Oh, you're going to interview me?
Yes.
I'm fine, thank you.
Siberia, let me know if you can hear us both in the chat. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. You sent us a really interesting challenge last week, I thought. Another cultural icon that I don't know that much about and had to look up. So, but it's all good.
And what?
It's all fun. And we're doing He-Man and SheRa. And I don't know. I think some of the things that I've made might be actually the toys rather than the actual cartoon. But I don't suppose that matters, does it?
Nope, that's all good in the hood. Sorry, I had to reload Mixer because Mixer hates my guts for some reason.
Oh dear.
So you used to not have He-Man toys or SheRa toys? What on earth did you play with LadyLexUK when you were a kid?
Well, when I was a kid, it didn't exist. So, what did I play with when I was a kid? Soft toys. I don't know. I don't. It's funny, actually, thinking about it. All of these, like, toys and shows and all the rest of it. That's late. That's the late 80s, early 90s when that sort of thing happened. I mean, when I was a kid, you didn't have any of that rubbish. It wasn't a matter of buying toys that were based on... Oh, I don't know, though. I had Space 1999 stuff.
I've never heard of that.
No? I'm not surprised.
Sounds interesting. Siberia in the chat says, He-Man kicks ass. I hope she made tracks from SheRa.
No, I don't even know what that is. Help! I don't even know what I've made, to be honest. I just saw some pictures of characters and buildings and things and just made that. So, I don't know the names of these people. So, you're going to have to help me out because I don't remember who I've made.
What's up, Pandemic? Welcome to the stream. LadyLexUK here has never apparently heard of SheRa or Masters of the Universe.
I've heard of it. It just passed me by. I was at college. Come on, give me a break.
What did college people do in the UK around your year?
We study.
You didn't play with He-Man dolls? I mean,
no,
action
no.
figures. They're action figures. We don't call them dolls.
No, I don't do any of that.
Why are you yawning?
So, who's going to show you their stuff first, then?
I say you go first. I'm gonna go to your mixer and we're gonna check your stuff out. Guys, does LadyLex UK look different today? She's wearing blue outfit today.
Oh, don't keep telling people that's me.
Don't be ashamed of LadyLex UK. Just because you wear your swimsuit all the time, that's okay.
It's snowing here. It's totally inappropriate to be wearing that.
There's snow in here too. Look. Oh, it's because of Iceman over here. He makes it snow all over the dang game. Yeah, I saw there was a blizzard in the UK, so that's kind of crazy. Are you?
Yeah, It's not that bad actually. Not where I am anyway. I think if I was further up north, I'd probably be in the depths of snow. But it's we just had a little flurry the other day, and then it's pretty much gone now, really.
What's up, Free Jack? He says, nice.
Picking eyes out.
Look, LadyLex is waving to you, Free Jack. He says that LadyLex has a nice rack. Don't poke any eyes out. And Siberia says,
dear God.
Nice.
That's inflated. That is seriously inflated. I mean, she would float, wouldn't she? She got in the swimming pool. Those were sort of floating out around her head when she gets in the water. They look so buoyant.
We call them in America life preservers.
That's it. There we go. She's not drowning anytime soon.
And before we go to your world, I want to show everyone what I've been working on all week. This is my Masters of the Universe vehicle. Hold on, it's over here. Okay, I lost it. No, it's gone.
Oh, what a shame.
It's gone. Hold on, let me restart this.
It's a loss to humanity. We're gutted.
Hold on, guys and girls, I found it. Here it is. This is my Masters of the Universe. I forgot what vehicle this is, but this is from Masters of the Universe.
No, would you please stop messing about and show us your amazing level, Danny, for goodness sake.
That's a Sony motion control. I'm letting you go first. I'm gonna look.
Okay.
I'm gonna look your mixer up real quick.
That's fine. I'm happy to go first because yours is going to be so much better than mine. That is worth.
You think so?
I think. Yeah.
I don't know. My TV keeps turning on and off. Hold on. Okay, once again, when we switch channels, let us know if you can hear us both. We're doing some new stuff. Whoa, that looks freaking awesome.
So there's my SheRa, and there's my Castle Grayskull in the background there. What do you want to see first?
Oh my god, that looks good. Just do what you want.
Here, I will just wander over here then. So here's Castle Grayskull. It's sort of based on the play set rather than the thing that it comes down and it has steps. So I'm quite pleased with that. So there's Castle Grayskull, and then I've just built this. Apparently there's something in Eternia that's got this like a snake winding around a thing. I don't know quite. So I built that. There was a picture, so I copied that. And that's what it looked like.
Your idea.
And so we've got some characters here. So there's oh, wow. I don't know what they're called.
Oh my god, that's so good. Go ahead,
I don't know what they're called. So I presume it's a broomstick. And this is like a witch character, Madam something or other.
Looks just like her actually.
Eyes coming through her hat. I don't quite know. There you go. And then now this owl character. I mean, I had all sorts of troubles trying to make him, but he's sort of cute. There he is.
Yep.
Whoops! But you got whoops! I ran into him accidentally and I forgot to make everything non-collidable, so he's pushing everybody out of the way.
It's the power of Grayskull.
It was the power of. I think his name's Yowl or something like that. Anyway, that's him, and then this is, I think is he called Bowman or something? Anyway, that's.
I don't know a lot of the SheRa names actually. Like I know Masters of the Universe very good, but
And his spirit.
Oh, hold on, I'm lagging on Twitter. Or on Mixer. Okay, go ahead.
There we go. Well, there we are. She's off.
That's a good-looking freaking horse.
Well, I borrowed him. I borrowed the horse. This is now. I think it was Henry Nocerus. or if it wasn't Henry Rhinoceros, it was somebody called Henry, because I've got it in my assemblies as Henry's horse, and it was a black horse, and I had to try and fiddle about with it. I tried to make one, tried to work out how he'd built it, but every time I tried to take it apart, it didn't work anymore. So I had to sort of just recolor, and that was the best I could do with it, and put the feathers on. I was really pleased with the feathery wings. They were quite cool.
I gotta see how he made those before the stream ends. Those wings are freaking awesome.
So over here we have the baddie of the program. I think his name's Hordak.
Yes, the mighty Hordak.
There he is. There's my Hordak.
That guy's shooting arrows at him.
And this area here is a copy of a play set that you could buy. Hordak's Castle it's called. And there we go, there it is. Which looks exactly like the playset. I was quite pleased with that.
What is that playset? I can't, I think I used to have that actually. I just can't remember the name of it. If anyone in the chat knows, let us know.
So there you go. That was a copy of the playset that I made. So there you go. There is what I managed to make this week.
Oh my god! I'm telling you, if you put any challenge in front of her, she can make it. Every character looks like spot on. That's so good. You can make anything in Proejct Spark that you put your mind to.
It's quite amazing, actually, how you can make characters out of props that are not even remotely usable otherwise.
Siberia says, I can't believe how good this looks.
So I'm quite pleased with those. I think they look okay.
What prop is that moss on the back? As I didn't know they had that animation. That's so cool.
Yeah, the dangling moss is it's got a wavy animation to it. It's the best thing I could use for a cape. Everything else that I used was a bit too stiff, and it just looked stupid.
Do they shrink down even further than that, or is that as small as they get?
Let's see. Have you got the dangling moss?
Yes, I got all the bog stuff.
Right, so yeah, I'll go down to beard size. Awesome. I would say. Having said that, my characters are slightly bigger than normal. They are not the default size. They are a little bigger. Now that I've taken this thing off. If I put a character in, you'll see a default one. Oh, don't want a dragon.
Because here's the deal. I'm going to keep working on this Masters of the Universe thing because I got so into it. Like I was making stuff for like 8 hours straight almost.
You see, they're much bigger than normal, so that I can use props.
Oh, gotcha. How they move pretty good. They don't move super slow or anything.
No, I mean you can change the pace of the world and it will speed everything up if you get a problem like that. So there's ways around it. But it was really dark because I used the void sky and everything, and I had difficulty with it being a bit shadowy and dark. So I've stuck lamps in front of everybody, little lights in front of everybody, so you can see them. Otherwise, they were all a bit in shade.
That is a good tip for anyone still doing Spark. Always put light bulbs on top of your people, because I don't know, it gives it a cool effect. Like I always put an orange light bulb, like a little bit above their head, and make it flicker a little bit or something.
Yep.
Siberia says that's perfect for the Masters of the Universe. All figures and figurines, then all figurines then normal. He says it's perfect. I don't want to show mine now. You did such a good job.
No, come on.
We're coming back. We're coming back to yours because we're gonna take stuff apart.
Yeah, I want to see yours now. I'm really keen.
Okay. Let's see. I don't want to show mine. Mine's stupid now. It's kind of cool that we like do these because it feels kind of like a competition, and I like competition. I I feed off it. Okay, so here's my world. There's Hordak back there. See him? There's Battle Cat, and we're
God's
we're on our Sony
Stop
Move.
teasing everybody. Come on, let's see your world.
This is my
I
Battle
know you've
Cat.
done it. I've seen pictures. Come on.
Free Jack said amazing props, just like I remember them as a kid. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm glad I managed to make those so they look like they're supposed to. That's good.
If you're interested, hold on, let me exit this world. If you're interested as a side project, I saw someone in the Proejct Spark team were putting videos together to do kind of like a YouTube story thing. If you're interested in doing like a He-Man SheRa thing, like as a side project, let me know. Okay, before I get into this, the chat wants it. They love He-Man and SheRa. Okay, before I start this, this is more of a huge open world thing I'm working on, so there's not a lot done as far as what the land looks like and stuff like that. So, just warning you. Here we go. Oh, play. And Skeletor X kind of weird. Just like my avatar Skeletor. He's kind of weird. I hope everyone's having a good morning and glad you woke up to SheRa and the Masters of the Universe. Okay, so here's He-Man.
I'm interested in knowing why you've called that He-Man 3. How many He-Man games have you made?
Well, sometimes I'll do like I'll do new ones in case I totally screw something up and it auto-saves or something. I've had that happen before. Okay, here's the... See, I'm making a huge world. So, here's Battle Cat. Sometimes the reason he doesn't look right on there is because he's holding a sword. Okay, we're riding Battle Cat over here. Look at Battle Cat.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
He kind of looks cool holding the sword like that, but I need that. I need some better animations like they did in the club. Okay, so we go over here. Here's Ram Man. And that's what he says. We gotta find the key. We got a little quest.
Okay.
I put a little quest in here. So, Ram Man's trying to help us find this door, but I hid it. I put a little light here. Like, if someone was gonna play this game, I kind of like try to give hints. So I put a little flashing light over here, so you gotta look for the secret door. Good job, Ram Man. See, look,
yeah.
Secret door right here. It'll close. You never know it's there. And this is supposed to be Clawful. I didn't do a good job with him. He's the troll, so you get the riddle. Who's the smartest bad guy? Whiplash, Clawful, or Triclops? We'll say Whiplash. Okay, we got the answer wrong. So he's pissed off now. Oh Jesus. Run, Ram Man. Oh God. We're lobster meat, hold on. Die. Okay, we killed them. I didn't put their hit points up a lot. Come on, Ram Man. Follow me, Ram Man. Ram Man's like dumb in the cartoons. He's like, durr. Come on, Ram Man. Follow me. So, he gave us a tip that Merman has the key. Here's one of Merman's guards. He's easy to kill. His hit points are very small. Okay, so here's like a boss fight I worked on. Because Merman has he's having a seizure up there or something. Come on, Rayman, go kill him. So here's the deal.
Oh, that's really cool.
I'm almost dead, so I might have to do this again. I didn't do any checkpoints or respawns.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna take this fire off and put like him throwing battle axes or something. You gotta knock him off this fish first. And then, so I got it to where he just throws out 3 of these piranhas and you can't kill the piranhas, so the tip is to try to lead the piranhas away or have Ramman distract them. Because these piranhas will mess you up so bad. Oh god. You gotta try to get him to follow you. I didn't have Ramman on here following before, but I added
Your
him.
He-Man's about to die, I think.
Yeah, Ramman's dead. So, okay. Die, Merman. Okay, now this god damn it, if that piranha... I mean, dang it. If that piranha hits me one time, I'm dead. The trick is to lure them away the best you can.
Oh, you got lots of noxious bog stuff there.
I love the bog stuff. Oh god, don't die, He-Man. Okay, we might get him. Oh no, Merman killed me. We gotta do that again real quick.
It's such a shame for the people that got Proejct Spark new now, that they haven't got the noxious bog stuff.
Can they not get it now?
No, some of the later stuff that was implemented, they did it. They didn't implement it properly, so it wasn't available offline.
Whoa!
And so now we're offline. Noxious bog is not available in the gallery to use.
What about the Conquer stuff?
Conquer stuff was fine. Noxious bog, I think, was the last big DLC that they released. There's also the rat. I haven't got the rat because the rat's missing. And that wasn't part of Noxious bog. That was a separate thing. And so I haven't got a rat.
Forgot to take that song off there. Someone followed or something, and it played. You should have given He-Man invulnerability before you started. What do you mean inability?
Invulnerability. You should have made him invulnerable so that, or immortal so that he couldn't die.
That's not a good challenge, though. I gotta beat him. Oh, Siberia, thank you for hosting on Mixer. Okay, so if you say that he's the best, I'll tell you that Merman has the key. So it gives you hints on who has it. Okay, Merman's stuck in the water, so hopefully we can sneak by him. He's going for a swim. That's Merman's guard. So actually when we hit this part, all this fog disappears. So like as I make games on this thing, I'll have a lot of props disappear so it's not slowing the game down. So as soon as we're done with this part, when I'm making this, I'm gonna have all the stuff disappear. Every
good
prop
idea
on here.
How are you planning on doing that?
You're
gonna put them into sets?
That's what I did with a lot of the designs, like all these trees and stuff. I'll set everything as an assembly and just put it back in there, because that like lowers your prop count so much. It helps a lot. Dang it, I can't.
You can do it that way, or you can set up an object set and just put each object in that object set and then destroy the object set.
I don't know how to do that. You're dead, Merman. Oh god, okay, so there's a little fox chasing me. This piranha's chasing me.
I did a video tutorial on how to use object sets to turn things on and off. Just the turning brains off and turning power off on some things make a huge difference, even if you don't destroy them in your world.
That is true. And me with effects, I use effects a lot, as you probably already knew. God dang it. Piranha, leave me alone. Okay, we got 2 lured away.
And they gave us so many special effects. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Some of which were a bit similar to each other, but it definitely gave us plenty of special effects. We weren't at a loss for that, were we?
No, I love the effects. Merman's dead. So when he dies, this treasure chest appears. It gives you the key. Hopefully the piranhas are still getting me. And, okay, I'm running. Ramman is dead. What's up, Jago? What's up, Invader Gaming? Thanks for joining us, Masters of the Universe Proejct Spark stream. And SheRa, we're going to look at her stuff again, because it's amazing.
Except I didn't make a game, I just made some character props.
It's still awesome, nonetheless. Look at Merman. This is Merman's guard. He just likes swimming. We'll leave him in there. I hope everyone's having a good morning. Also, don't forget coffee, casuals, and consoles after this stream. So back over the bridge. Wait, I didn't think... Okay, we could still open the secret passageway to get out. Let's make sure the key works for this door. Okay, now we can get through here. So, down here is going to be Snake Mountain, way down there. And, okay, I'll give you the tour of the rest. I've done it. It's not much. Jago's at work. Invader Gaming says props for the props. He-Man, don't ride Battle Cat backwards. Jesus. Get off the Battle Cat, He-Man. Okay, go.
Well, that looks bizarre.
That's something you don't see every day. Okay, so...
Not every day.
So this whole area is going to be a big forest, because there's a lot of forest fights in He-Man, and lots of lava fights. There's nothing in this area right here. It's kind of blank. We'll go in there real quick and check it out. I need a button that makes Battle Cat run faster, if you want him to. I'm going to sculpt all this and make it like a mountain thing, so this will be a boss area. I don't know which boss I'll have in there, but... Okay, now we're going to Castle Grayskull. We got a little ways to travel. Yeah, if you guys didn't see it early, she made some awesome SheRa props. Like, I'm amazed how good they look. We're gonna take everything apart and see how we made stuff.
I thought Battle Cat. I thought that that was red on him. Is it not? Is it just the toy that's red?
It's kind of brownish red. Are you talking about the saddle and the headpiece?
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of brownish red. But it would look more brownish red, but I'm using the evening sky.
Ah, of course, because it changes the colours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jago. We'll show it again. Okay, we're heading up to Castle Grayskull, but here's the problem. If Skeletor kills me, then I'm just gonna move He-Man closer up there. I gotta fix these hills and crap. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of the terrain stuff, so everything looks like garbage right now, but... Okay, stay here, Battle Cat. Skeletor is gonna kill you. And don't fall off the cliff. Okay, here's Skeletor. Wait, let's sneak past him and check out Castle Grayskull. Here's my Castle Grayskull.
Whoa.
I need to fix his teeth, but... You know what's awesome, though? If, like, we made a He-Man and SheRa game somehow together. No one's ever made a good Masters of the Universe game. We'd be the first ones. There we go. So nothing's in Castle Grayskull yet. The walls are floating for some reason. I need to lower those. We'll go back out and try to fight Skeletor. Skeletor is pretty OP'd, so... Skeletor, get away from Castle Grayskull. Oh, Jesus. Stop, Skeletor. He's got the necromancer mania going on.
I have to see a close-up of him.
Come back
What's
down.
the bee?
The what?
You've got a bee.
Oh,
A bee.
he fell down. Let's go down here and kill him.
Oh, he's gone. That you've got something attached to him which has got a brain in it that's trying to get you to equip him.
I know. And a light bulb appears above him sometimes.
When I was
He-Man's
making
dead.
when I was making my Hordak character, I used some sunflower seeds and some tusks, and I forgot to take their brains out. And it's like, oh no, it took me ages to keep ungluing and taking the brains out and then gluing it back together. It was like, oh, so annoying.
They have sunflower seeds in this game?
Yeah.
You'll have to show me that. Okay, let's look at chat. They're awesome. Jago did fantastic. Oh, thanks, Siberia. Siberia says, dang, I was hoping to see the sorcerers. Siberia, I'm gonna make every single Masters of the Universe character for this thing. I'm not gonna stop. We're gonna work on other stuff, but this is a side project. Skeletor looks kind of dumb, actually. I need to make him better.
Well, you're a bit limited with what you can use for...
You'll be surprised what I used.
Okay, let's see. Okay, you used that big... The one with the big teeth.
Yeah, I wish it didn't have the big teeth. Bada boom.
I wish we had more skulls and things. Because when I was making my skeleton models, it was like, yeah, you've really got one human-shaped head, and even that isn't very great.
Oh, I know. The options are very limited. These are just... They're
What did you
clams.
use for the Oh, I see. Stones.
Clams.
Oh, are they stones?
They're
Clams. Ah.
This is a racing... Whoa, that's a racing flag right here. As you probably know. It has a little bit of animation. That's just a skull with another skull thing.
Oh, so you used the racing flag for the cape. That might be better than the dangling moss. It's got less movement to it. I didn't know I thought it was only attached to a pole.
Nope. I put them both together.
How come I haven't found a dangling flag? Because
I think you can just type flag and do it and put it in there. And this is all sculpted inside here, and these are a bunch of props I just glued together, like a lot of them. But I'm gonna update the mouth because the mouth looks kind of hideous. These are just like a bunch of stones, which I need to glue and make an assembly because that's
no, it's got a stick on it.
That's a lot of props.
How do you get rid of the stick?
On what? The Skeletor?
The flag. The flag.
There should be one without a stick.
No. I haven't got one without a stick.
Siberia says, hell yeah, I would buy a Masters of the Universe game day one. Would you buy our game, Siberia?
I'm confused because I don't...
type flag. It should just be in the main objects. Here, I'll do it real quick. Flag. See? Flag.
Oh, hang on. There's a delay. Hang on. Flag. No, I don't have that.
Do you have any of this racing stuff? Do you have the victory flag or the victory?
Yes, I have the victory flag and I have the victory flag and pole, but I don't have flag on its own.
That's freaking weird.
How strange.
It's because you're in Europe. Phil Spencer hates Europe. He hates all of us.
I was always wondering how people were doing these things with these. No, I don't have it.
Phil Spencer said Europe's toxic. They don't get a flag.
How bizarre.
And then Phil Spencer said we're all toxic, so we don't get Proejct Spark servers. We're all toxic gamers. I love how he said, started saying stuff about toxic gaming and stuff like that, then they put toxic microtransactions and stuff in, like Halo and shit. Sorry for cussing. Your
Castle Grayskull looks very much like some of the artist stuff on Castle Grayskull that I've seen.
What do you mean artist stuff?
Well, there was some like fan art that people had done, and that's very similar to. So it looks a little bit more, less cartoony and a bit more real, and that's what yours looks like. Yeah.
What do you mean, like drawing it or making it on Proejct Spark?
No, somebody's drawn it.
Oh, cool.
There's some art.
Guess what the top of his head is? You'll never believe it. I'll show it.
No.
Because it worked perfect, because it looks just like the top. It's just a cannon.
Oh, the top of the cannon. Aha! How cool.
That's what's cool about Proejct Sparks, is making, blending in different props and just trying to think of how to do it. Look how big this is going to be. But I'm going to put lots of quests in here. I'm going to put a XP meter, like a leveling up system. So
how many hours is that so far?
This is like over probably like 2 days. I was playing this a lot this week. Dude, once I do
10 hours, 12 hours?
Yeah, like once I do something I'm very interested, like I love Masters of the Universe, like I'll just start and won't stop. I won't even eat, I'll just like keep playing Proejct Spark non-stop. It's very addicting.
Oh, it's horrendous, yeah, I know.
Here's a Ram Man. He's just got that. He's got rocks and 2 screws right there. But it's just cool how you can kind of get away with it. Putting weird props and using your imagination. Here's Clawful. There's so many rocks attached right here for his claw. And of course we use the troll. And that's about it for him.
What's the claw? What's the claw?
It's just a bunch of rocks.
Alright. With the rock spire, is it?
Let's look.
I'm gutted I don't have this bloody flag. I'm really annoyed now.
Okay, I unglued it. Oh, there is 2 different things in here actually. There's this. There are 3 different things. Maybe.
I wonder what else you've got that I haven't got.
Move bridge. Yeah, we got that thing in there too. I want to make him look better, but I just try to get away with what I could. So there's lots of those, and his 2 claws, then I have him coming out of his head, and I think there's alien stuff on his back. Let's see. Yeah, this thing.
I like the alien asteroid. I use it a lot.
I do too. It works good for lots of stuff.
Yeah. It's an interesting shape, so it's... and it's flat.
And here's
It's
a
sort of flat.
problem I had. Oh, no wonder. Wait, never mind. Okay, so like if he's on this bridge for some reason, and you edit this troll, he'll fall through the bridge. So
Yeah, there's a fault with the blimmin' bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just put a primitive here, and I just have whenever he's dead, it destroys that whichever page that's on. I don't know where.
Yeah,
it's at.
they made a mistake. That I don't know what they did. There's a bug in the assembly, which is rubbish. Really bad. But there's lots of bugs in lots of the assemblies because I'm going through all of the assemblies at the moment on my website and copying out all their brains and stuff. And a lot of them were actually, some of the coding that Team Dakota did for some of the props were bad examples of coding. Not the best way of doing it in any way. And some of it doesn't work at all. And some of it, there's whole lines of code that just don't work. Would never work. I don't really understand what they're doing in there. It's amazing.
I wish they'd put these servers back on. This is just a bunch of those shapes put together that we have more... Same setup Skeletor has, kind of. Except different colors, and it has the fish head on him. I have 3 fish heads put together. So he looks... Because Merman has the ones on the side, so I tried to make it look like him a little bit. And then the giant fish, and then all the bug decorations.
I really wish they'd given us animal bits, because things like fins and legs and mouths.
I know.
I mean, they gave us some eyes, but if they'd given us some mouths and stuff, we could have put faces on all sorts of stuff, but they just gave us eyes. And it's like, oh...
Okay, we're gonna go back to yours, and you gotta take yours apart.
I'm gonna take mine apart now. Okie doke.
Dude, I agree. We are very limited, but it's cool. What we do with the limited stuff we have. It just makes me so mad that they won't turn back on the servers. Like Microsoft keeps doing like just stupid weird stuff that no one cares about. Like, they do some cool stuff, but it wouldn't be that hard to have a very small team and to just turn the servers back on. We even offered to pay for the servers.
If they don't want to turn the servers back on, just point them at a community server. We'll organize it.
And
right.
And before you start, it's this is why they won't turn the servers back on. It's because they can't get microtransactions from the game anymore. Or enough of them. So they said, if we can't get enough microtransactions, shut off the servers. If you can't put microtransactions in Scalebound, kill it.
I mean, it couldn't have been about money, because they didn't even ask, would we be prepared to pay? Because I think there was enough of us that would have been prepared to pay a subscription to have the servers still on. So I don't think it's about money. It's not about money. It's about interest. They weren't interested. I don't care.
Well, they launched it like when everyone hated the Xbox too.
I know. And they made lots of mistakes with it. I'm sort of hoping that if Dreams is really, really popular, then they might look at Proejct Spark again and try and resurrect it so they have something to compete. But
that would
anyway.
be cool.
Okay, so I made her skirt out of feathers. So I put a load of feathers together, and that made her skirt.
Nice.
Her belt, well, her boobs, there we are light bulbs.
My goodness.
And there's 2 light bulbs.
How are they? Okay, I was going to ask, how are they different colors?
There's two light bulbs. Just to get I tried to make it so that they were sort of coloured on the edge, but there's the starburst. It's really difficult to grab these things. A starburst is what is that? Some sort. That's that icy plant, isn't it? And then her belt is a broken barrel.
Oh, that's clever. Very good.
And it actually makes a sort of little skirt effect as well. So that was lucky find, I think. Everything else is clothing, apart from the dangling mask. A head's... Whoops. Ah, that's the royal crown, I think, or royal tiara, one of the two. And there's some sunflower seeds at the side of her head there. And this hair is an asteroid. There we go.
Yep, you just said asteroids come in handy a lot.
They do, and that made
clever.
her hair. So there we go. She got nice gleaming hair. So that's SheRa. Right now, like I said, this is Henry's horse, and I stuck my wings on an owl, and then attached the owl to the horse. I attached it using code so that I had a in its brain, because it's a black horse. I changed the solid color to white, so it would be a white horse, and then attached the owl so that the feathers wouldn't go white as well. And then the crown and on the top of its head, in order to keep that the same color, I had to do that in code as well. But it sort of works, it's fine. But I can't tell you how this works because I've tried taking it apart. As you can see, there's an awful lot of attachments.
What does that teleporter thing do, I wonder?
I don't know. And I can't, because it's attached to his foot. But I don't know whether it keeps them together. I don't know, because I can't work out, because if I try and because this is glued, and if I unglue it and then try and make it and then glue it back together again, it doesn't work. So I don't... It's all a bit of a mystery.
Unglue it.
Unglue it. Unglue it.
I'm curious. I want to see what brain's in that teleporter thing.
Nothing. There's nothing in it.
I wonder
Doesn't
why
do
that's
anything.
there.
So you've got two characters here. They're all attached to the bits and pieces. Then you've got this thing which is attached to its foot. And then you've got this that comes over here like this. And then the whole thing is glued together. But I don't know how it works, because if I tried to make something that did that, as soon as I glued these two things together, all my attachments broke. So it's a mystery. I have no idea how that's done.
Whoever made this, if you ever see this, go to the Proejct Spark Team Club or in the comments and let us know who you are.
Yep. I think it was Henry Rhinoceros. If it wasn't, it was somebody called Henry. Because that's what it's put in I think, as Henry Horse.
How does the second guy follow exactly what the first guy's doing? Because
that's it. You see, that's the mystery. That's the mystery. That's the bit I can't work out.
I've tried that with like 2 zombies and it just acted crazy. I was like, nope, that's not working.
There's nothing in his brain.
What?
It's all in this guy's brain. But see, like, I've lost all the brains because I've taken them apart. You see?
There's gotta
Brain's
be a
gone.
logic cube in there somewhere.
Nope. There was a brain in the glued assembly.
But you can't look at the glued assembly brain?
I can. I can't now because I've unglued it. As soon as you unglue...
Oh, restart it, open up the brain. I'm curious.
It's all in French.
Oh, it is?
It doesn't
wow.
help. Yeah, so it all doesn't help. It's all in French. So, I can do it in a minute, but that's... Well, I'm taking this apart. So,
I want to see the wings too, if you can.
The wings. Okay, this is just dragon wings. These are dragon wings.
With a bunch
underneath
of
there.
feathers. Nice.
With feathers on the top. That's it. That's all that is. Nothing too complicated. It's just time consuming.
Right.
Okay, so this is a canopy with a couple of eyes on it, and a fern, and the big fern underneath for the hair, and a flower. And I put another one as a skirt, and a couple of them for her shoes.
Nice.
So it's all themed. And then that
Wait,
sticks
what's
on.
underneath the purple thing?
Hmm?
What's underneath the purple canopy?
I think it's a fern.
a fern.
Oh, I think it's windy grass, actually.
Oh yeah, nice. Nice.
Windy grass. Okay, so this one.
Siberia said you guys are so creative. It's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, I'm moving past all grayscale. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay, this was a simple one. I've got two haystacks stuck to her legs, and I've got a log and a couple of eyes, and that's it really. And and some bones for arms. There we go. I stuck them. I did them at the right angles and then stuck them to her arms. So.
Yeah, I saw your tutorial on how to make a skeleton, so go check that out on her YouTube. It's very cool.
And then this
He's
nightmare.
So if anyone knows that guy's name, I can't remember his name. Say it in the chat.
I think it's Yowl.
Yowl?
Yowl, yeah. Anyway, it's a bear. And I put him some I dressed him with some gloves and shoes because he has like red hands and feet. But there's that's dragon scales, I think. Hang on, let me take him apart.
Yeah, that's definitely dragon scales.
Yeah, dragon scales for his beak.
Nice.
And for his eyebrows as well, and around the eyes. We got just ordinary eyes, and these are just spheres.
Oh, I thought those were eyeballs.
Hmm?
I thought those were eyeballs.
The eyeballs are eyeballs, but the head is made of spheres.
I didn't know you could shrink the primitives down that small.
You can't. They're big.
Oh, I forgot you upscaled. Nice.
I upscaled everything so that I could do it. And then I've got another asteroid look to make the fur around his neck.
Oh, nice.
And these are dragon scales and feathers on the top. And that's him. And then he's pretty obvious what he is. And dragon scales again, and some bullets up there, and some cylinders on his wrists. And
that looks pretty good for a cape.
And then that's tusks to make that design, and then that's on a spear, and then he over here. So that's enchanted skull, some pumpkin seeds, some eyes, and some bones, and some more bones, and a coin, and a bullet casing for his armory thing.
That looks like Hordak. That's so good.
He's got pointy ears. There's the sunflower seeds on the side of his head, but there you go. I was quite pleased with him. And then Castle Grayskull is the same head that you use for your Skeletor, and with some wolf fangs. And on the door,
Siberia says the name is Cal on that one guy.
Yeah, is it Cow? Oh, there we are. Whatever. The dragon jaw. So I made the dragon jaw invisible until it started. So you interact with it, and then it starts coming down. So you can't see it coming through the door until it's sort of on the floor. So that worked quite well. And just ordinary turrets and crenellations and everything else. And then this is more asteroids. See, I like asteroids. Asteroid craters.
Nice.
And a tree, and these are throwing rocks. There's they're all the way through there.
Oh, I was like, how the hell do you make that?
That's
So in the toy, there was like something you could press or something. That thing would come out with like a long neck.
Ah.
I used
There
to
you
have
go.
that. I used to put people in that little dungeon.
And I don't know what this is, but I just saw that just as I was waiting for you to be ready and have your coffee.
Snake
And
Mountain.
Snake Mountain, is that what it is? There we go. There we are.
I'm stealing your idea for mine. Because that looks
So there we
pretty
go.
good.
Oh, and SheRa's sword, which is here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I had a problem with this damn thing. Yeah,
Oh my god,
Try-
LadyLex just cussed. You heard it first. I never heard her cuss before.
You are such a liar. You heard me cuss a lot. Anyway, when I made the sword, she wasn't holding it in the right place, so I ended up having to attach it to an actual sword,
Oh, nice.
so that it definitely she grabs it in the right place. I think it's to do with when you glue things together. The last thing that you glue, whatever the hold point on that is what they'll hold. And although I'd chosen the sword last, for some reason she wasn't quite in the right position. So if you ever get that with something you've made, just attach it to an invisible object that's in the right position. And that's it then. That's all the bits and pieces all taken apart. Apart from you wanted to see the brain of this horse. Actually, I can do that, can't I? There we go. Okay, that was all my stuff. So it says, when interacted, mutard equals it. And then it's all, there's 3 pages of it, but I don't see. It says ancient stone, detach this. See, I just don't understand what it's doing.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
There's nothing very obvious. It's probably very simple. If I knew what that object was referring to, whether that's referring to the guy at the back, I don't know. In which case, it's just telling it to do all of this, but I don't. It's attaching
Move with
this.
flying?
I don't know how it's done. I couldn't work it out.
Wow, that's crazy. Excuse me.
Anyway, there you go.
So,
And
can you do a test real quick before we end the stream, and we'll see him in action again real quick? Look at that, that's awesome.
My SheRa, and there's my horse. We're going flying over there. There we go.
That's so cool. Oh my god, you could totally do Clash of the Titans or something.
And I'll go bash him up.
Pandemic says, what's up, Pandemic? He says My Little Pony.
It is a bit My Little Pony-ish, isn't it?
Well, that's what her horse looks like. So you did a good
I
job.
love the way this. I love the way this looks. I know that walks. That's fab. I'm really pleased with that.
That is awesome. That would work good for like that Mickey Mouse Disney cartoon, Fantasia. or whatever.
Yes. There we go. And that opens up, but you can't go in like yours. Right. I had a thought about these challenges because we haven't set ourselves one for next week yet.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was thinking perhaps we should set them 2 weeks in advance, and then let everybody else on the club have a chance to make some as well, so we can show their stuff and our stuff. So if we give them 2 weeks, I think that's longer. That's better for everybody to have a chance to make something.
It's a good idea.
Here,
before we end this, go ahead and talk. I'm gonna try to show someone's work on the Xbox Club real quick. We're gonna try to do this every week if I can. The Xbox apps are very slow, so I don't know if we could actually do this. But we're gonna try. Maybe they updated it.
I've got an idea for something to challenge the club with.
Go ahead.
If anybody's interested. So I'm thinking dinosaurs.
Oh, that would be hard. That was like one of the first things I did. I made a time tunnel ride, and I tried to make a dinosaur. So that's very good idea.
I have made dinosaur. I made a dinosaur once. It was really bad. So I'd like to have another go and make amends, because I think I made a really bad job of it. But I know there are people out there that can make really, really good dinosaurs. So.
All right, before we end this, we'll get back to that in a second. We're going to show off someone's creation from the club. But yeah, so dinosaurs. Oh god, no graphic god, he says transformers. Functional transformers. That would be so hard. It can be done. I've seen people do it.
Oh, I've seen people do it, but not in the time. Not the time that we've got to make these things. They take ages to do.
See, look how laggy freaking Xbox app is. It's crazy.
Yeah, it stops and starts, doesn't it? It's horrendous.
We're gonna start with dinosaurs, but maybe after dinosaurs we could actually do Grumlock or the Dinobots, because they are transformers, and make them transform. We'll see what we can do.
So what do you want to do next week? So we're going to give that's a fortnight's time. That's in 2 weeks. So we're going to do next week.
Okay, so we're going to do a 2-week one and a 1-week one. We're not doing Transformers in 1 week. That's impossible.
No.
Let's do Masters of the Universe Part 2. No, I'm joking. I don't know. What do you guys think? Thundercat. Okay, we're going to do Thundercats for next week.
They are, because that's a sort of similar thing.
Yeah, it is. I like making the characters and stuff too.
Yeah, okay, we'll try. All right, we'll do Thundercats next week. And then we'll do dinosaurs. And then I really would like to see more people getting involved and putting up stuff. So we'll announce it on the club as well. Say we want dinosaurs.
Okay, sounds good. And then we'll show them off like we're doing now. So the 2-week one is dinosaurs. The 1-week one is Thundercats, and we'll say month one is Transformers. So we got 3 projects, because Transformers would take me like a month to figure out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to examine that really hard.
We do have to end the stream though. I want to announce that me and Graphic God every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time are doing Retro Renegades, where we play old school arcade games, like all kinds of them, like Sega, Nintendo, arcade, Dreamcast, whatever. Just old stuff. So check that out. After this, in about 15 minutes, is Coffee Casuals and Consoles on Oh Snap It Smells channel. And we do this every Wednesday. What else is going on? What's going on with you, LadyLexUK?
Well, as usual, I've got my YouTube channel where I'm trying to put 2 or 3 videos out every week on Proejct Spark. And there's also my website, which has got tutorials, and that's projectspark.co.uk. So check that out. Also, dreamschool.co.uk, which is my dreams website, There's not an awful lot on it at the moment, but they'll get more as the game gets more and more interesting as it comes towards launch, which I hope isn't going to be December, but who knows.
Why Sony has us using the motion controllers for that game baffles me.
You can use DualShock as well.
I don't know, every time I've seen anyone make stuff on there, they're using the Sony motion controllers.
Oh, I've seen them use DualShock. You're okay.
Okay, good. Because those things don't work worth a crap. So, okay, we'll see you all next week. Thank you for joining us. You guys all rock.
Bye.
By the power of Grayskull.